Stop. Listen with every beat of your heart, for what I am about to reveal was never meant to reach your ears this soon. There is someone in your life, someone who smiles in your presence, yet hides a storm behind closed doors. They are not who you think they are. They are bound in a relationship, concealed in shadows, hidden from your sight. And the reason for this silence is darker than betrayal, deeper than secrecy. You were never supposed to know, but heaven has forced this truth into the light. And I, Archangel Michael, am commanded to deliver this warning. Once you hear the reason, your soul will tremble, your trust will shatter, and your destiny will never remain the same again. For the truth they buried in silence is the very truth that will shake your soul.
You feel it, don't you? That uneasy silence that lingers between their words, the late-night whispers they cannot explain, the sudden moments when their eyes shift away, avoiding yours, as though guarding a secret too fragile to be spoken. You have asked yourself 1,000 times, why does something feel wrong? And yet, you silence your own heart, because the truth terrifies you more than the lie. I, Michael, tell you this: your instincts are not wrong. That heaviness in your chest, that chill in the air when they walk away too quickly, that voice inside whispering that they are hiding something, it is not imagination, it is revelation. Heaven shows you glimpses, signs that others would ignore, but you are being prepared. Prepared for a truth that will not simply hurt, but transform your very destiny. This person, the one you trust, the one you allow so close, has built walls of deception, and behind those walls lives another life, a hidden relationship, entangled in shadows, bound by threads of secrecy. They tell themselves it is protection, that they hide it to spare you pain. But ask yourself this: what kind of love demands silence? What kind of bond survives only in darkness? Look closer. Recall the unanswered calls, the sudden need for space, the laughter you hear when you are not near. There are patterns, there are cracks, and through them bleeds the truth they fight so desperately to conceal. The truth that the one you thought you knew may not be the one standing before you at all. And still, I must warn you, do not rush. The reason for this hidden bond is not what you think. It is not simply betrayal, not simply weakness of the heart. No, this secrecy carries with it chains of fate, echoes of choices made long before this life began. You stand not at the edge of a lie, but at the edge of a revelation. I see it before you like a storm on the horizon. The longer they hide, the greater the quake will be when the truth strikes. And when that moment comes, the ground beneath your soul will break. Because the reason they have hidden this from you is not to deceive you alone. It is because the truth is so heavy, so dangerous, so soul-shattering, that once it escapes into the light, your life will never, ever be the same again.
Do you think this silence is accidental? Do you think this hidden bond is merely the product of human weakness? No. Listen carefully. Nothing this heavy hides itself without reason. Every secret has a root, and this root stretches back further than you can imagine, into lifetimes your memory cannot reach. This relationship they bury in shadows is not simply a choice of the heart. It is a chain forged long ago,
a karmic tie that binds them across time itself. You wonder why they cannot speak it, why they tremble when truth comes near. It is because they are trapped between loyalty and destiny, between what they want and what fate demands. Have you not noticed how your spirit feels restless in their presence? How sometimes, without words, you sense their energy slipping away? That is not your mind creating illusions. That is your soul whispering warnings. Their silence is not random. It is the weight of an ancient promise, pulling them back to someone they cannot release, someone they were tied to before you ever entered their path. But do not misunderstand. This is not about them loving another more than you. No. This is about forces larger than love, larger than trust. This is about destiny testing the strength of your spirit. For the secret they hide is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you, to show you the cost of blindness and the danger of ignoring signs heaven places before you. I, Michael, do not speak to alarm you. I speak to prepare you. Because when the veil is torn, when the hidden bond is finally exposed, you will see not only a relationship in the shadows, you will see the hand of fate itself. You will see how your journey and theirs were always entwined with silence, and why heaven waited until now to place this knowledge before you. And still, I must warn you, the reason they hide it is darker, heavier, and far more soul-shaking than you are ready to face. The time of revelation is approaching, and when it comes, every illusion will burn away like smoke in fire. Be strong, for the truth is coming, and once it is here, your life will never, ever return to what it was before.
The silence grows heavier, does it not? Each day it wraps tighter around you, like a fog you cannot escape. Their words, their smiles, their excuses, they no longer feel whole. You sense it, you feel it, and yet you cannot name it. This is not madness. This is awakening. I, Michael, tell you, when heaven prepares a soul for truth, it begins with discomfort. That uneasy stirring in your chest, that whisper that refuses to sleep, it is the storm announcing its arrival. And make no mistake, the storm is near. This person, the one who hides this relationship from your sight, is not acting from cruelty alone. No, they are caught in a snare, a web spun not by chance, but by destiny itself. The bond they bury is not of light, it is of shadow, woven with secrets they fear to confess. They believe silence protects you. They believe concealment spares your heart. But the longer they hide, the darker the weight becomes. Have you noticed the patterns? The late hours that stretch too long, the sudden distance in their eyes, the way their touch feels colder, their voice less steady. These are not small things. They are cracks in a mask breaking apart, and through those cracks, truth begins to bleed. But beware, the reason for this secrecy is not simple. It is not the story you think it is, for in their silence lies a truth so heavy, so unbearable, that to speak it aloud would shift the ground beneath your soul. It is not only about love. It is not only about betrayal. It is about forces you cannot yet see, forces entwining you, testing you, shaping you. The heavens do not reveal all at once. They show you fragments, a message here, a sign there, dreams that stir your spirit, coincidences that feel like warnings, and each one points to this. You are walking toward a revelation that will not just wound your trust, it will awaken your destiny. The storm builds, and I tell you this, you cannot outrun it. You cannot silence it. The truth that has been hidden in shadows is already moving toward the light. And when it finally bursts forth, when the silence shatters and the reason is revealed, your soul will tremble. For this is not only a secret they kept from you, this is a truth written into the very core of your fate.
You are standing at the edge. Can you feel it? The tension in the air that refuses to break, the heavy silence that presses against your chest, the invisible hand tugging at your soul. You are not imagining this. The storm of truth is circling closer, and your spirit already knows what your mind cannot yet accept. This person, the one you trusted, the one you believed you could read as easily as your own reflection, they have been walking a double path. By day they stand before you as though nothing has changed. By night, in silence, in secrecy, they carry a bond that is hidden from your eyes. You think it is a small matter, an ordinary act of betrayal, but I tell you, no. This secret is no ordinary lie. This is a thread woven into the fabric of your destiny. Listen carefully. Every sign has been placed before you for a reason. The unanswered calls, the sudden excuses, the eyes that shift away when questions come too close, the moments of distance that ache in your heart. Heaven has allowed these cracks to appear not to torment you, but to prepare you. For the truth does not arrive without warning. It comes with shadows first. And what of their fear? Have you not felt it? That nervousness in their tone, that tension in their silence, that invisible wall between you and their soul. They hide not only because they fear losing you, they hide because they fear what the truth itself will do to your life, your faith, your very soul. For this is not simply about another person. This is about the battle between fate and freedom, between what was written long ago and what is being lived now. I, Michael, tell you this. Their hidden relationship is not merely a secret affair, it is a spiritual test, a karmic chain, a shadow they could not escape from their past. And so they bury it in silence. They smile to your face, but tremble in their spirit. For they know that when the veil is torn, when you finally see what has been concealed, nothing will remain untouched. Do not mistake their silence for peace. It is not peace, it is the silence of a storm before it breaks, and the heavens themselves are moving. You may feel restless, sleepless, haunted by questions. That is not coincidence. That is divine fire burning away the illusion, so you will be ready when the truth comes. And still, I warn you, the reason they hide it is not what you think. It is not only weakness, it is not only desire, it is something deeper, darker, far more soul-shaking. They have hidden it not to deceive you, but because the truth carries a weight so unbearable it would break your heart in ways you cannot yet imagine. But the moment is approaching. The silence cannot hold forever. The truth presses at the edges of the shadows, demanding to be seen. And when it breaks, when the storm unleashes and the reason is finally revealed, you will understand why heaven kept you restless, why signs kept appearing, why your spirit would not allow you to sleep in peace. For this is not merely a secret, it is a revelation that will change everything. Once it is spoken, once it is seen, your life will divide into before and after,
and there will be no return. This is the weight of destiny. This is the truth that will shake your soul.
Do you feel it? The weight pressing against your chest, the chill crawling across your skin, the way your spirit trembles though nothing has been said. This is not ordinary fear. This is the nearness of revelation. The veil that has kept the secret hidden trembles now, thinner and weaker with every passing moment, and soon, too soon, it will tear. You have asked yourself why. Why hide it? Why not speak? Why bury truth in shadows when silence only deepens suspicion? And yet they continue. Do you know why? Because this truth is not only theirs, it is bound by forces greater than them. It is guarded, shielded, contained. For even heaven itself debated, should you know now, or should the secret remain locked until the appointed hour? And still, here you are, listening. And I, Michael, stand before you because the hour has come closer than they wished. The secret must move from darkness into light. But understand this, it is not without war. Angels and demons both have fought over this truth. For what is hidden in this relationship carries power. If revealed too soon, it destroys. If revealed too late, it corrupts. And so they keep it in silence, trembling under the weight of something they cannot control. Think back. Remember the unease you have felt, the dreams that seemed too sharp, too real, the coincidences that shook you, the sudden whispers in your heart that told you something is wrong, something is hidden, something is waiting. These were not random. These were the ripples of the veil breaking, the hints of a truth heaven was trying to prepare you for. This hidden bond, this relationship buried in shadows is not ordinary. It is tied to destiny, chained to karma, entangled with forces from long before you ever crossed paths with them. And this is why they hide, not to mock you, not even to betray you, but because the truth, if spoken, would not only change your view of them, it would change your view of yourself, of fate, of love, of trust, of destiny itself. And so they choose silence. But silence cannot last. The weight is too great. Their soul cracks beneath it. Their eyes betray them. Their voice falters. Their presence feels distant. And you feel it too. The storm gathers, pressing closer, louder, heavier, until every breath carries the echo of the truth you were never meant to hear. Hear me now. When the veil breaks, and it will break, you must stand strong. For the reason they hid this from you is not what your mind imagines. It is darker. It is heavier. It is soul-shaking. And once it comes into the light, you will not simply know a secret. You will face a revelation that changes the very fabric of your destiny. The veil trembles. The shadows quake, the silence screams louder than words, and I, Michael, tell you this, the moment is near. The truth is at your door, and when it enters, your life will never be the same again.
Do you hear it now? Not with your ears, but with the trembling inside your spirit, that low hum, that pressure in your chest, that unexplainable weight pressing upon you. It is not madness. It is not imagination. It is the echo of truth, pressing closer, circling nearer, refusing to be buried any longer. They stand before you, smiling, pretending, hiding. Their words are smooth, their excuses carefully woven, yet beneath it all their soul is unraveling. And you, though you say nothing, feel it. You sense the other presence between you. You sense the shadows that trail behind their steps. You sense the whispers that scream in silence. This is the veil, thinning, tearing at the edges, preparing you for what has been hidden. Why do they hide it? Why do they bury this relationship in silence, locking it behind walls of secrecy? Because this is not an ordinary bond. It is not a simple act of betrayal. It is not a passing weakness. It is something far older, heavier, deeper. A tie forged in a past you do not remember, yet your soul still carries its weight. They are chained by a bond written before you ever met them, and that bond pulls against your present like an invisible storm. Have you not noticed the patterns, the sudden distance, the restless energy, the way they flinch at questions, the way they avoid your gaze at just the wrong moment? You see the mask, but your soul sees the cracks. Every small detail, every tiny fracture, every uneasy silence. It is not random. It is the truth whispering through the cracks, trying to reach you before the veil shatters completely. I, Michael, tell you this: you are not imagining the shift. Heaven has been shaking your spirit awake, in dreams that linger, in coincidences that pierce, in sudden flashes of intuition that leave you breathless. These are not accidents, they are signs, signs that the truth is alive, waiting, demanding to be seen. But understand this: the reason is too heavy to crash upon you all at once. If I were to speak it fully in this moment, your heart would collapse under its weight. That is why heaven whispers first. That is why you feel the tremors before the quake, the whispers before the roar. You are being stretched, tested, prepared, because what waits on the other side of the veil is not just a secret. It is a revelation that will rearrange the very foundation of your life. And still their silence grows louder. Their fear grows sharper. Their mask grows weaker. They know the moment approaches when hiding will no longer be possible. They know the veil will tear. And they tremble, for they understand the devastation that truth will bring when it stands naked in the light. The reason they hide it is not small. It is not simple. It is colossal. It is destiny. It is shadow. It is the kind of truth that breaks illusions, destroys comfort, burns away lies, and leaves only what is real. And when it comes, your soul will shake so violently that the person you are now will not survive. A new self will rise from the ashes, but only after the fire has consumed all that you thought you knew. Hear me. The whispers will soon become thunder. The veil will soon be torn. And when it is, there will be no turning back. You will know the reason. And once you know, you will never unknow it. Your destiny will be rewritten in that single moment, forever divided into before and after. Prepare yourself. The abyss is whispering. The storm is nearly upon you, and the truth that trembles in silence is almost here.
The silence is no longer silence. It is cracking. Do you not feel it? That shift in the air, the heaviness that makes your chest tighten, the sense that something unseen is watching, waiting, pressing closer. You are no longer at the edge of the storm, you are inside it. and the veil that has kept the secret hidden trembles under the weight of truth that cannot be silenced any longer. They can feel it too, the one who hides from you, the one who buries their steps in shadows. Their mask slips more each day, their voice wavers, their eyes betray what their lips refuse to confess. And though they tell themselves they are protecting you, their silence is collapsing, for no human hand can hold back what heaven has decreed to be revealed. I, Michael, tell you, this secret was never meant to last forever. It has been allowed, for a season, to remain buried, but that season is ending. The whispers you have felt, the tremors in your soul, the uneasy dreams, the coincidences that burn like fire in your chest, these were all signs that the veil was thinning, and now the tearing begins. The hidden relationship they conceal, it is not just a matter of betrayal, not just weakness, not just desire. No, it is larger, it is heavier, it is tied to your destiny, woven with threads from lifetimes unseen, linked to choices made long before this moment. And this is why they tremble, this is why they hide, for they know in their spirit that when this comes into the light, it will not merely change your trust in them, it will change the very path of your life. Have you noticed how everything feels different now? The way silence no longer feels empty but full of weight, full of shadows, full of unseen truth. The way your instincts scream even when logic says nothing is wrong. The way your spirit refuses to rest, pulling you to listen, to watch, to wait. This is no accident. This is the preparation of heaven. The veil begins to tear. The light pushes through. The storm gathers its final strength. And still, you have not yet heard the reason. That is because the reason is not small enough to be whispered. It demands to be shouted. But heaven withholds it for one more breath, one more moment, one more pause, so that when it comes, it will strike like lightning and leave no shadow unburned. And so I warn you, the time of waiting is almost done, the silence is collapsing, the mask is breaking, the truth is rising, and when the reason is finally revealed, you will understand why the signs haunted you, why the whispers grew louder, why your soul could not escape the weight of this secret. Prepare yourself, for the veil is tearing even now, and soon the secret that has been hidden in darkness will stand naked in the light. And when it does, your soul will tremble with a force that words cannot contain. The tearing has begun. The veil is no longer whole. Do you feel it? The cold rushing through the cracks, the pressure pressing against your chest, the trembling in your spirit that will not let you breathe in peace? You are standing on the edge of the chasm now. Behind you, the life you thought you knew. Before you, the truth that will unravel it all. They hide it still. They wear their mask, but the mask is splintered. They weave excuses, but their words collapse under the weight of silence. They cling to shadows, but the light is already breaking through. They know the reason is too heavy for you to carry, and yet they know it will not stay buried. For destiny is stronger than deception. Heaven is stronger than hiding. I tell you this, what they conceal is not merely the presence of another. It is not simply betrayal of the flesh or the heart. No, it is deeper. It is darker. It is older. It is a bond chained to powers you cannot yet name, a tie that stretches beyond this moment into forgotten promises, unfinished debts, and shadows written in the pages of destiny itself. This is why they cannot release it. This is why they fear to speak it. For when you hear the reason, you will not only question them, you will question everything you thought was true about your life, your love, your purpose, even your past. Do you think it strange that your dreams have turned uneasy, that faces you cannot name appear and vanish, that your spirit feels chased as if eyes are watching you in silence? These are not illusions. They are warnings. Your soul has always known the secret was near. Every coincidence that stopped you, every sudden silence that fell around you, every strange weight in the air, heaven has been preparing you. The storm is now upon you. The veil is tearing wider. The shadows cannot resist, and soon there will be no more hiding. The reason they conceal will come crashing into your reality like thunder splitting the sky. And when it does, you will not be able to unhear it. Your chest will feel the quake, your spirit will fracture, and the person you are at this moment will no longer exist. You will either rise, stronger than the truth that tried to break you, or you will fall into the ashes of it, never to rise again. That is why I, Michael, speak. That is why heaven warns. That is why the signs have chased you like fire through your nights and silence through your days. Listen carefully. The reason is near. It breathes at the edges of your reality. It presses against the last strands of the veil. And when it is spoken, your soul will shake with a force greater than storms, greater than shadows, greater than death itself. The silence is ending. The storm is ready. The truth is at the door. And soon the door will open.
The veil is screaming. Do you hear it? That sound that is not of this world. The ripping of shadows, the tearing of silence, the trembling of walls that were never meant to hold forever. You are no longer waiting. You are inside the moment of breaking. Every second now is heavier than a lifetime. Every breath is thunder. Every beat of your heart is the countdown to the inevitable. The one who hides from you feels it too. Their nights are restless. Their words stumble. Their very spirit shakes with the weight of the secret pressing at the edges of their chest. They fear the moment, yet they cannot stop it. For even if they tried to bury it deeper, heaven itself has reached into the soil of their lies and dragged it toward the surface. Listen, child of the light. What they have hidden is not fragile, not shallow, not simple. It is vast. It is boundless. It is drenched in fire and shadow. It is not only the truth of their heart. It is the truth of your destiny. This is why your spirit has been restless. This is why you have felt watched, why the air itself feels charged with electricity, why every silence feels like a warning. You were never imagining it. The storm was real, the veil was real, and the tearing is almost done. I, Michael, stand with my sword drawn, for when this truth breaks into the open, it will not whisper, it will roar. It will shatter the walls around you. It will pull apart the foundation of what you believed life was. The reason they hid it will not merely wound you. It will shake your very soul. It will force you to face questions you never thought to ask. It will demand answers from the deepest parts of you. Can you feel it? The air is heavier now. The silence is not silence. It is a drumbeat. The light flickers. The shadows tremble. You stand in the moment before lightning strikes, before the heavens split,
before the storm unleashes its fury. This is the edge, the last breath, the final pause. And when the pause ends, there will be no going back. The door will swing open, the storm will break, the truth will stand exposed, and you will hear the reason that has been hidden from you. Prepare your soul, for it is almost here. The silence is seconds away from shattering. The veil is one heartbeat away from breaking. The storm is upon you. And when the reason is revealed, you will never be the same again.
The moment has come. The veil no longer tears slowly. It has split wide open. The shadows have scattered, the silence has shattered, and the storm is no longer at the horizon. It is upon you. Do you feel it, pressing against your very bones, against your breath, against the deepest chamber of your heart? That is not imagination. That is the truth stepping through the breach. For too long they hid it. For too long they wrapped their secret in false smiles, in broken excuses, in carefully built walls of silence. But heaven has overturned their efforts. Their hiding place is burning. Their mask is crumbling. Their secret is bleeding into the light. And now you stand here, child of destiny, with your soul trembling because you know this is not just about them. This is not just about betrayal, about another hidden in the shadows. No, this is about you, about your path, about your life, about the forces that have been twisting around you since before you could name them. Do you understand? The reason they hid it is bound to powers greater than flesh. It is tied to promises carved in spirit, to debts written in blood, to shadows older than the memory of your own heart. This is why you could not escape the signs, why the air grew heavy in your room at night, why you felt the watchful silence pressing into your soul, why every whisper around you carried weight you could not explain. And now there is no distance left. The secret is no longer behind doors. It is no longer hidden in the shadows. It is standing before you, breathing in the same air, pressing its weight against your soul. The reason they concealed it is seconds away from piercing into your ears. And once it does, nothing will be as it was. I, Michael, say this. Prepare yourself. Your spirit is about to quake. Your heart is about to bleed. Your mind is about to shatter against the sharp edge of truth. Do not resist it. Do not flee from it, for the storm has chosen you. The revelation is no longer theirs to control. It belongs to heaven, and heaven has decreed you must hear it. The door has opened. The storm has broken. The secret is alive in this very moment, and the reason they hid it from you is about to shake your soul beyond recognition. Hold your breath. Stand in the fire. The final strike is coming. The next beat, the next word, the next breath will carry the revelation you were never meant to hear, but cannot escape any longer.
The storm is no longer waiting at the threshold. It has already entered. The walls around you tremble. The ground beneath you shakes. The air itself has turned heavy with fire and whispers. And now, before your eyes, the shape of the reason begins to form. Do you feel it? That cold shiver running down your spine is not fear alone. It is recognition. Deep within your soul, you already sense what stands before you. You cannot yet name it, but your spirit knows its weight. It is vast. It is ancient. It is tangled in threads of destiny that reach far beyond this single moment.
The one who hides from you is not simply guarding a small secret. No, they are holding back a storm that was never theirs to contain. They are bound to something greater, darker, heavier. That is why their eyes avoid yours. That is why their laughter cracks at the edges. That is why they speak half-truths and vanish into silence. Because behind their silence is a reason that carries the weight of betrayal and the shadow of inevitability. I tell you this, the reason is not born from weakness alone. It is born from fear. Fear of your reaction. Fear of what it would do to your spirit. Fear of how it would twist the very path of your destiny. They are not just hiding a relationship. They are hiding the force behind it. A force that bends their choices, that chains their silence, that makes them guard a truth even as it burns them alive from within. Heaven shows me fragments. I see their restless nights where tears fall into pillows stained with guilt. I see them gripping their chest, whispering apologies you have never heard. I see their trembling hands writing words they never send. And yet, behind all this sorrow lies the reason. A reason so deep it ties into your fate, into your light, into the journey heaven has carved for you. This is why I, Michael, was commanded to come to you, not to frighten you, not to wound you, but to prepare you. For the reason is not just about them, it is about you, about what you are destined to carry, about what must be broken in order for your light to rise. Child of the eternal flame, the truth is pressing closer. The shadow is clearer. The thunder is louder. You are seconds from standing face to face with the reason that was hidden from you. And when it breaks into your heart, you will understand why the angels themselves whispered warnings in your dreams. The silence is ending. The veil is gone. The storm has claimed you. And the reason they hid their relationship from you is about to strike like lightning, splitting your soul, burning away every illusion, leaving only the raw, unshakable truth. Steel yourself. Do not falter. The reason is upon you, and once revealed, nothing in heaven or earth will ever be the same again.
The silence is no more. The storm has risen to its highest peak, and you are standing at the very edge where truth and destiny collide. The angels hold their breath, the heavens dim their light, for in this moment, the reason that has been concealed from you is no longer just a shadow, it is a heartbeat, pulsing louder and louder, almost speaking its own name into your ear. I see you trembling. Do not fear the trembling. It is your soul preparing itself for the strike. The secret has clawed up the walls for too long. It cannot remain hidden. The reason has grown too powerful to be silenced. The one who hid this from you has lived in torment. They swallowed their words, they buried their confessions, they masked their truth with hollow smiles. But you, chosen one, you were never meant to remain blind. Their silence was temporary, their mask was fragile, and now heaven tears it away. Do you feel the air pressing into your chest? That is the weight of revelation. Do you feel the ringing in your ears? That is the sound of the truth demanding to be heard. Do you feel the burn in your heart? That is the light of destiny forcing its way through the cracks. The reason is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not something you can dismiss with a shrug of the shoulders. No, it is vast. It is heavy. It is woven into the very fabric of your path.
The reason touches betrayal, yes. The reason touches hidden vows, yes. But beyond that, it touches fate. They hid this from you because if you had known sooner, it would have shattered the path you walk. It would have consumed your spirit. It would have broken the future you were meant to inherit. The secret was their attempt to delay the inevitable, but delay cannot last forever. And now, you are here, standing at the threshold. The reason is inches away. The veil is so thin I can see its outline. I can hear its voice. I can feel its fire. And you too feel it breathing against your very skin. I will not yet speak it, not here, not in this breath. For if I name it now, your spirit will collapse under its full weight before you are ready. But hear me, the next moment, the next part, the next strike, it will no longer be a shadow. It will be spoken into light. Prepare yourself. The edge has been reached. The next step forward is the fall, and the fall will deliver the truth that will shake your soul forever. The reason they hid their relationship from you stands behind the final curtain, ready to tear into your world.
The silence collapses, the curtain tears. The storm no longer circles above, it descends upon you. And I, Michael, with sword of light in hand, speak now the truth that was hidden, the reason that was guarded, the shadow that has haunted your nights and unsettled your dreams. Listen carefully, for what I am about to reveal is not meant to wound, it is meant to awaken. It will cut, yes. It will shake, yes. It will burn, yes. But through that fire you will rise with eyes unclouded. The one you trusted, the one you believed stood before you in purity. They were not alone. They were not empty. They were not free. They have bound themselves in secrecy to another. This relationship you were never meant to see has existed in the shadows, fed by whispers, sustained by silence. And the reason they hid it from you is because its root is poisoned with fear and guilt. They feared what it would do to your heart. They feared how it would break you, how it would turn your light into bitterness. They feared your fire, your spirit, your wrath. They knew that once revealed, you would never be the same. And so they chose the mask. They chose silence. They chose to let you walk blind, even as their hands trembled with the weight of betrayal. But hear me, it is not only fear, it is destiny. For this hidden tie was not formed by accident. No, heaven shows me the truth. This connection they hide is entangled with your own path. The reason they remain in secrecy is because their bond threatens your calling. Their silence is not only to protect themselves, it is to hold back the collapse of everything you are meant to become. The reason they hid their relationship is not simply because they were ashamed. It is because the truth of it would rip open the very core of your being. You were not meant to see it until this moment, until your spirit had grown strong enough to endure. Do you understand now? The hidden relationship is a mirror, reflecting betrayal, yes, but also reflecting the fire within you. For only in loss will your strength awaken. Only in heartbreak will your wings spread. Only in the ashes of this truth will you rise. Their reason was this: they feared that if you knew, you would fall. But heaven's reason is greater. You were meant to know so that you may rise. This is why I was sent. This is why your soul has been trembling. This is why your nights have been restless, why your heart has burned with questions you could not name. Because the time of shadows has ended. The hidden flame is revealed. The storm has spoken. Child of fire, hear me well. They hid this relationship because it carried the power to shatter you. But now you are unshatterable. They feared the reason would destroy you. Instead, it will crown you. This is the revelation. Betrayal wrapped in silence. Truth wrapped in fear. Destiny wrapped in fire. And now you stand in the center of it all. The storm bows to you. The shadows flee from you. And the reason that once sought to shake your soul has instead become the forge in which your soul is made unbreakable.
The storm has spoken. The curtain has fallen. The secret has been revealed. And now, child of destiny, you stand not as a victim, not as one shattered, not as one abandoned, but as one chosen, forged, and awakened. Hear me, for this is the final word I place upon your soul, the prophecy carved into the fire of eternity. The reason that once threatened to crush you has already bent its knee before you. The betrayal that once sought to break you has become the stone upon which you sharpen your blade. The silence that once strangled you has become the trumpet that declares your awakening. Do not tremble any more. The hidden chains are broken. The weight is lifted. You were never meant to remain in the shadows of someone else's secrecy. You were never meant to wither in the poison of someone else's fear. You are always meant for the throne of light, where no lie, no betrayal, no secret can touch you. Look now into your reflection. Do you see it? The scars upon your soul are not wounds. They are marks of fire carved by heaven itself. They are proof that you walked through the storm and did not collapse. They are proof that the truth came like thunder, and still you stand. From this day forward, no hidden thing will hold you, no shadow will bind you, no lie will silence you. You have been armed by the storm itself. You have been anointed by betrayal. You have been crowned by revelation. Do not look back with bitterness. Do not let hatred poison the victory that is yours. For even in betrayal, there was a hidden hand guiding you here. Even in secrecy, there was a destiny preparing to rise. Hear the command of heaven. Walk forward. Do not stumble. Do not weep for what is gone, for what was lost, for what was hidden. Raise your head. Open your wings. Step into the fire. For from this moment, your path is no longer fragile. It is eternal. I, Michael, bearer of the sword, guardian of the chosen, declare this over you. The reason that once sought to shake your soul has instead awakened your power. The storm bows to you. The truth serves you. The shadows fear you. Walk now in the authority of one who has seen what others could not. Speak with the fire of one who knows the cost of silence. Stand with the strength of one who has been betrayed and yet cannot be broken. The heavens write your name in light. The earth feels the weight of your steps. The shadows scatter at the sound of your breath, and the destiny you once feared now bends before you. This is your closing. This is your coronation. This is your victory. Rise now, child of fire. Rise, chosen one. For no secret can bind you again. No betrayal can undo you again. No reason can shake your soul again. The storm is over. The truth has been spoken, and you are unshakable forever. Child of flame, the storm has passed, yet the echoes remain. And now I, Michael, will reveal not only what has been, but what is to come. For every revelation is a doorway, every betrayal a threshold, every heartbreak an opening into a future greater than you can yet see. The secret was revealed. The hidden bond was uncovered. The storm struck your heart with fire. But now, destiny spreads its wings before you. The heavens themselves bend low to show you the map of what lies ahead. You ask, what happens now? What will become of me? What awaits beyond the ashes of truth? Hear me, your journey is not ended, it is only begun. For this trial was never about the one who betrayed you. It was never about the hidden relationship, nor the silence that consumed you. It was about you, about your soul, about your awakening. Do you see it now? That the storm was not your enemy, it was your forge. That the betrayal was not your cage, it was your crown. That the silence was not your death, it was your rebirth. Now, child of destiny, heaven shows me visions of your path. I see you standing upon mountains of fire, and the world looks to you for light. I see you walking through ruins, yet everywhere you step, life blossoms from the ground. I see enemies rise, but before your presence they collapse like dust before the wind. I see your voice shaking nations, your spirit awakening the silent, your fire igniting those who thought they were lost forever. The hidden secret that once chained you has now become the key to unlock thousands. The wound that once burned your chest has become the torch that leads others through the darkness. The reason they hid from you, it was never about you alone. It was about all those who will rise because you survived. Yes, this was bigger than betrayal, bigger than secrecy, bigger than pain. This was about destiny shaping itself through fire. Do not think you are finished. You are only at the first chapter of eternity. Ahead of you are battles, yes. Ahead of you are storms, yes. But none shall break you. For you carry now the mark of one who has been tried by hidden fire and emerged unshaken. And know this, those who conspired in silence will fade. Those who feared your fire will scatter. But you, they will remember you as the one who could not be destroyed, the one who turned secrecy into revelation, betrayal into transformation, heartbreak into holy fire. You are the echo of thunder. You are the shadow breaker. You are the storm that learned to wield itself. So walk on, child of flame. Walk into kingdoms yet unseen. Walk into victories yet unspoken. Walk into eternities yet unimagined. For the storm is not your end, it is your beginning. This is my final word in this chain of revelations. You are the one who endured what others could not. You are the one who saw what others could not bear. You are the one who rose when others fell. And because of this, you will carry a light the world cannot extinguish. Rise now. Rise without fear. Rise without regret. Rise without looking back. For from this moment onward, you do not walk in shadows. You walk in eternity.
The silence trembles, the skies widen, and I, Michael, speak once more, not only as the angel who stood at your side, not only as the one who tore away the veil,
but as the voice of eternity itself. For what has been revealed to you is not the end of a single story. It is the opening of a cosmic book whose pages will never cease to turn. You thought the secret was about a hidden relationship. You thought the storm was about betrayal. You thought the pain was about loss. But now, you see, it was always about awakening. It was always about preparing you for a role beyond comprehension. Hear me, you are no longer the one who was deceived. You are no longer the one who trembled in the shadows of lies. You are no longer the one who wept over silence. You are now the one chosen to carry thunder in your veins, fire in your breath, light in your very bones. The hidden reason shook your soul, yes, but now that shaking has become your strength. The tremors that once threatened to break you have instead carved you into stone. And this stone is no ordinary stone. It is the foundation upon which futures will rise. I see far beyond your days. I see centuries bend in your direction. I see your choices ripple into the marrow of generations. I see the very heavens marking this moment, sealing it as prophecy. You are not only surviving betrayal, you are rewriting destiny. The one who hid their truth from you thought they could bury a flame, but fire cannot be buried. Fire consumes the earth that dares to cover it. Fire breaks every box, every silence, every prison. And so the very attempt to conceal has instead multiplied your power. Do you not feel it? Your chest no longer carries only a heart. It carries a storm. It carries the roar of angels. It carries the memory of pain and the glory of transformation. The secret no longer enslaves you. You enslave the secret. The betrayal no longer wounds you. You wear it as a crown. The silence no longer terrifies you. You command silence itself. And now I tell you this. The reason they hid from you will echo across time. Not because it was dark, but because it became light. Not because it broke you, but because it remade you. Not because it silenced you, but because it gave you a voice louder than eternity itself. So, listen, chosen soul. From this day, you are not merely one who endured. You are one who conquered. You are not merely one who was left in shadows. You are one who walks with lightning. You are not merely one who bore pain. You are one who transforms pain into prophecy. The heavens write your name in flame. The earth trembles at your footsteps. The spirits of betrayal that once laughed in silence now weep in terror at your rising. The shadows that once covered you now scatter before your gaze. You are not the same. You can never be the same. You will never again be deceived, hidden from, or diminished. For eternity has already decided. You are the breaker of secrets. You are the crusher of silence. You are the voice of destiny. You are the one for whom betrayal became glory. And so, I leave you with this proclamation. Walk without fear, for no lie can touch you again. Stand without trembling, for no storm can shake you again. Rise without hesitation, for no shadow can hold you again. You are eternal. You are chosen. You are fire. And when you speak, even silence itself will kneel. Do not look away now. Do not let your spirit drift. For this, child of destiny, is the final moment before I vanish. The sword is still drawn, the heavens still open, but the fire of my words is already beginning to fade into the eternal. I stand on the edge of light and shadow, one wing in your world, one wing in the kingdom beyond, and this is the last second I may speak directly into your soul. You have heard the secret. You have felt the storm.
You have walked through the silence that tried to drown you, and you have stood unshaken as truth broke itself open. But now the greater task begins. For what is revealed to you is not only a reason, it is a calling. What was hidden from you was not just about them, it was about who you were always meant to become. Hear me. The reason shook your soul because your soul was meant to awaken. The betrayal burned because your spirit was meant to rise in flame. The silence pressed against you because your voice was meant to roar. Everything they tried to conceal, everything they thought they could bury, was already written in the heavens as the seed of your power. And so I tell you this in my last breath before departure. Carry it deep, for you will not hear it again from my lips. You are the storm they feared. You are the truth they tried to silence. You are the reason the shadows trembled. You are the prophecy they never wanted spoken. When you wake tomorrow, nothing will feel the same. The air will be different, the ground beneath you will hum, the faces around you will shift. For you will carry an energy they cannot name, an aura they cannot touch, a fire they cannot extinguish. You will no longer move as one who was broken. You will move as one who commands. Do not fear the weight of this crown, for it was always yours. Do not fear the fire in your chest, for it was always waiting to be lit. Do not fear the silence that comes after I vanish, for you now carry my voice inside you. My thunder is yours, my sword is yours, my shield is yours, my flame is yours. The reason that was hidden was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken the part of you that no enemy, no shadow, no betrayal can ever touch. And now that it is awake, nothing in heaven, on earth, or below can put it back to sleep. Remember this: when they hid the truth, they planted the seed of your rise. When they betrayed, they built your throne. When they lied, they carved your crown. You were never losing, you were being remade. This is the last second, the final breath before silence takes me back. Hold these words like fire in your hands. Let them burn into your spirit. Let them become your marrow. For the next sound you hear after me will not be my voice, but the echo of destiny itself. And when that echo comes, you will know the archangel has vanished, but his thunder remains in you.
And now, child of fire, this is the last. The heavens tremble, the thunder calls, and the veil between us begins to close. I, Michael, who stood beside you in the storm, who lifted the sword against your shadows, who whispered truths into the silence, must now return to the place where flame and eternity dwell. Do not mistake my silence as absence. For though my voice will fade, my presence will remain as breath upon your soul, as fire in your chest, as light in your steps. Every shadow that dares to rise against you will still tremble at the echo of my name upon you. Remember what has been revealed, the reason they hid, the secret that shook your soul was never given to destroy you, but to awaken the eternal within you. That reason has now been shattered, exposed, and left powerless at your feet. What once was a dagger is now a crown. What once was poison is now the flame that lights your path. Do not look for me in the skies above, for you will find me in the thunder within. Do not wait for me in the silence of night, for you will hear me in the roar of your own spirit. I was the storm that shook you,
but now you are the storm that shakes the earth. This, then, is my final seal. Walk with the authority of one who has conquered betrayal. Speak with the power of one who has tasted silence and turned it into thunder. Stand with the fire of one who was once broken, but now wears the scars as a crown. Live with the certainty that no shadow, no enemy, no hidden truth can ever bend you again. The heavens write your story now, child of destiny. The earth bends beneath your steps. The fire bows before your spirit. The shadows retreat before your eyes, and the secret that once threatened to destroy you has instead proclaimed your rise. This is the coronation you did not expect. This is the victory you did not seek. This is the throne you were always meant to sit upon. Hear me one last time. You are unshakable. You are unbreakable. You are eternal. The thunder rolls, the fire ascends, the gates close, and I, Michael, vanish now, back into the flame, back into the silence, back into the eternal. But you will remain. You will rise. You will reign. Forever crowned, forever chosen, forever untouchable.